Okay, why do I swage? Why do I put in all the effort? Is there any benefit, cost savings, etc.? I've been asked this several times over the years, and um, well, yeah, it is a lot of effort. There is a lot of cost savings to be had. Oh, like any other reloading, up front you got that initial cost, which eats up all the profits, yeah, savings, really. Guess that's more accurate. And you got to catch up before it starts making sense. And in the end, you just put all that savings down range anyway. But hey, it's the nature of the beast. It's who we are. But anyway, so each for 223. First up, why? Well, I was lured in with the whole free bullets thing, which I knew they wouldn't be free, but they're pretty close. They're very reasonably priced when you figure it all out. Depending on what value you put on your time. Uh, you will spend time doing the process, making stuff, creating stuff, tools, helping things that help you out. Like the core shaker, that's a must have. Took me a while, but I borrowed from other people's ideas, made it my own, made it work. There was a guy 3D printing ones that did 100. They were $75. I made it out of scrap wood. Mine does 315. There's a 300. There's a 5% fudge factor in there. Destroy 15 of them. You will destroy some in the process. It's the nature of the beast. Crush them out. Whatever you're going through, you find jackets that are creased. It won't come out and things like that. You'll always lose some, but I tried to sort out some numbers in here and get an idea. Hopefully, I can make sense of my notes, and you get an idea of why I do this. Basically, I have more time than money, and that's a big factor. My kid, as fast as he can pull the trigger, yeah. You plop down a box of 1,000 from him, he'll do his damnedest to shoot them all, and it won't take him long. So, especially at today's prices, that ain't happening. So, let's get to the materials. Like say, the jackets. Rimfire shooters are the dirtiest shooters out there. They leave their brass everywhere, and nobody picks it up. Dumpster diving because a lot of it goes in the trash can. Need to get like 5-gallon buckets and put them at the rifle range and the pistol range. With rimfire plastered all over. Put your rimfire brass here to make it easier for me. But did meet somebody who shoots a 22 Win Mag, so I got me a little supply there. Not that I use a lot of them, but it's a bonus. Remember, no matter what weight you make, it's gonna cost you the same. The only difference is if you're custom trimming down for heavy ones, you run that saw, that little bit of electricity. That's the only difference. It doesn't even register on the costometer here. So, yeah. Before I get way off here, first thing, Don, I use the professional. Quick edit here. Since making this video, I've changed things a bit, and we'll just use the prices interchangeably because cases are for Don, you're gonna raid your old lady stash, or since you really won't need to use it so much, you can buy a smaller bottle. But with anything related to lanolin lube removal, I now use Woolite, as you probably already know. Thing is, that's how old this video really is. It was made right around that time I switched it. Just editing it and slipped through the cracks. So, pull it out and make this quick edit, and yeah, move on with life. Okay, so to keep all the pricing in here, so I don't have to redo the whole thing, let's just use this interchangeably because the price isn't all that much different, really. And for the gallon, Don, if you have a Sam's membership, you can get it for $13.50 a gallon. That's the cheapest I can find it. But other than that, it's closer to $20. But yeah, removing lanolin from sized cores, woolite. Removing lanolin from brass, woolite. The one place woolite does not work well is removing annealing scale. And for that, you have to use a Dawn. And that's really the only step you have to use Dawn. But, you know, pick and choose what works best for you. And we'll just count the cost being the same for simplification. And we'll move on with the video. All right. Buying gallon jugs like this shows. It's got the pump. Get the pump. At least one jug with it. That pump holds up. Just don't go to town and pull it right up, and you're talking for like industrial sink quantity there. You only need a tablespoon. So you know, be gentle with it. Figure $22 a gallon. It's gone up since I bought it. I think it was around 15 when I bought it, something like that. Yeah, like 8.5 cents a tablespoon. There's 256 tablespoons in a gallon. So each time you do a washing, there's 8.5 cents in Dawn. Now, first thing I do when I get them home, my first washing, I don't use the pins. I just use hot water, run them for 15 minutes, half hour, just to get most of the junk out. The water will turn green from priming compound and junk, but the next time the soap and Lemmy Shine are going to act on it and do their work better, and the water's not going to get so gunked up, just nasty. You can get nicer brass. And of course, you're going to want some citric acid. Lemmy Shine citric acid is the way to go. Buy at least 5 pounds. $18 for 5 pounds. Going to use a quarter teaspoon. Quarter teaspoon I weighed 0.05 grams. So there's 9,071.8 quarter teaspoons in a 5-pound bag. So that's going to go a long way. It's like 0.0019 of a cent per washing. So we're not even up to 9 cents a wash yet. I don't know, you factor in water costs and power to run the tumbler. Maybe we're at 10 cents a tumble. I don't know. Somewhere around there. So I weigh my brass when I tumble. No matter what it is, I just found certain amounts work best. Beyond that, they don't clean as well. There's somewhere between 700 and 750 pieces of brass in a pound for 22 long rifle. We'll figure 700. Go on the low end, bump up the price. Give a fudge factor. So I do 2 pounds. That's about 1,400 at a shot, which is a lot of jackets. Tumble them for like an hour and a half. Figure 10 cents for that. And then I got to derim them, which uses lube, and I have to wash that. So that's another tumble. So we're at, say, 20 cents. Then I have to anneal, and you got to tumble for that to get the scale off. So we're up to 30 cents in tumbling. Now, after I form the bullets, you don't go with that much. Like I said, my trade does 315. A lot of times I don't have that. Run out of jackets or cores, so I often only get like a couple hundred or so. Sometimes it's right full. You're gonna destroy some in the process. Mangle it. It's just the way it is. So I'm gonna say 175 on the low side. So that would be 4 more tumblings. So 7. We'll say 7. We'll add in 1 for cleaning the pins. We'll call it 8. So 80 cents in tumbling. But, somewhere around 1,400 jackets. Well, 1,400 bullets, actually. That's complete there. So, lube. Anhydrous lanolin. A pound of it makes a lot of lube. Now, my dye kit, everything came with a little container. I used most of that, and then I made up a batch. So you can use 1 pound of anhydrous lanolin, 1850, and then you can get some castor oil. This is about the best deal, 8 ounces. You're going to use a quarter of this. You're going to use 2 fluid ounces, 714 divided by 4. It's rounded up to $2. So we're at about 20 and a quarter or so. Well, really, probably $20 for a pound, and that's gonna give you a lot. And then you'd be able to get put 3 more pounds of anhydrous lanolin with this. You got a lifetime supply. You will easily get 10,000 bullets out of a pound. Probably more like 15, possibly more. I'm still on my first pound. Like I said, I used that little canister, which probably held an ounce of it, maybe. No, it didn't even. It was an ounce. My film strip canister, those hold an ounce. So this was maybe an 8 quarter. Yeah, not a lot. And it went pretty good. These, I haven't gone through this pound yet. I've still got at least 4 ounces left, I think. And I made a lot of bullets. So for $30, you can have a lot of loot. For 70, you got a lifetime supply. You don't really use a lot. And I was still learning, making mistakes, using too much, just, overusing it. And I still got a lot left. Still, goes a long way. So I ain't really, don't know if I even factored that out. Oh, I did, but where did I even write that down? It's not very much, that's for sure. I know it's on this paper somewhere, but it's probably point 0.00000 per bullet or some crap. Oh, let's see. Let's just say 25 by. Oh, crap. No. More like 15,000. Okay. 0.0013 cents per bullet in lube. Yeah. It's tiny amounts. So what are we at? We'll say 8 times 10. Let's say 8 times 11, 88 cents in lube and cleaning. And then we got like power, either electricity or gas for annealing. I just had to replace my stove, so I went with one with self-cleaning. And that's why I went with self-cleaning, so I could anneal brass. Like cookie sheets, just lots of them at a time. That's my goal. So what are we at? Buck and a quarter for over 1,000. Let's say it's $1 1,000. We got 10 bullets for a penny, no matter what size you make, whether it's 40 grains or 90 grains. Going for 224 Valkyrie, 95 grains. They all cost the same. Which is really cool. Go buy bullets like that. It just doesn't work that way. And you can get creative. You can make custom bullet weights. You can make your own, how you want to form that tip. Okay, you're locked into your die's profile. Like mine is a 7SO jive. Like boat tail ones, I think you can adjust how much boat tail you got to it. Rebated is a fixed thing, flat is a fixed thing. But the point, you can stop it where you want, or you can make it a soft point. I'm not sure if the video will be out or coming out. You will have seen, or you will see what I'm talking about, and that's only a small sample of what you can do. But yeah, I've made some crazy things, and so far the ones I have tried have all chambered and fired with no problems, which is pretty cool. The accuracy and stuff, I didn't really test them all out, but hey, these things work, at least in the preliminary stage. Shooting them at stuff, even one to see how the what happens on impact. That was what I wanted to know, and hopefully you guys will be interested in that. It was pretty cool, I'd say. Leave it at that. Keep your mouth shut, Psycho. Keep your mouth shut. But anyway, yeah. You can get creative. You can experiment. If you like to tinker, making tools make life easier. Some kind of necessary. Sure, there is some cost, mostly up front. But like I said, you go into reloading, you got to buy a press, you got to buy dies, you got to buy a bunch of little things that cost a bunch of money. But You do save. And if you like to put a lot down range, okay, 10 for a penny. Okay, I'm making 62 grains. I based my pay everything off on 55 grain, which were like about 8 cents a piece. 62s right now are 11 cents a piece. So, yeah, cents more, uh, over a third of the price more. Costs me the same, but factor out what they cost, I'm paying things down faster. And figure tenth of a cent. Okay, 10 of them factory is $1.10. I'm saving $1.09 for every 10 bullets I make. That that pays for the powder and the cartridge. you know? um, Today's prices, it'll cover a primer. Yeah, pre-madness, it would cover the powder, just about cover the powder and the primer, which is, that's a pretty good. Oh, that makes things economical. You know, load up around for like 12, 13 cents maybe, even something relatively hot, as long as you're not running like Vitavori or Norma, know. But anyway, yeah, there is savings to be had. Yeah, you do have to put in the work. No, it's not for everyone, but it's something you're interested in, and realize the little things you have to do, make, like doing that kind of stuff. It may be for you. If you can find someone who has a set of dies, you can give them a test run. That would really, really be the way to go. It doesn't take long. You can kind of figure out some things. How to do it. I have fun. I enjoy it. Keeps me out of trouble. uh, just don't burn yourself out. Don't try going. I got to do all this stuff all at once. No, you do a little bit here, a little bit there. Take a break. Come back. Don't try to do everything at once. Just do it in batches. And like I weigh everything out and sort it, and so I don't have to weigh everything out later and then end up with some real weird things. I know they're going to be within 2 or 3 tenths of a grain of each other when I squish them together, which is pretty tight tolerances. And there's factory that aren't that tight in the same box. So, yeah, make a soft point. Need Mine are a little more pointy. Yeah, I need stuff like that. And they chamber and they fly. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. You might have seen, you might not. I don't know yet, but yeah. Huh. And I see people using the nickel plated. I was told not to use the nickel plated. Now I'm starting to wonder. You get some of the longer ones. What are they? Magnum? What do you call them? They're slightly longer than 22 long rifle. A lot of those tend to be nickel. I was told nickel, if it flakes off, it can ruin the dies, so I've avoided them. Making me wonder. I always go by the saying, if it don't shine, leave it behind. If it looks like chrome, leave it alone. But now I'm seeing people making them out of nickel. Huh. Learn something new every day while I'm making a video. All right, well, I'm getting way off track, I'm sure, but yeah, that's it. You make them for about 10 for a penny, even if you're making 95 grainers, you know, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. If you're making stuff like that, you'll pay off your equipment pretty dang fast. All right, well, I better leave you with that. Have a good one. God bless. See ya.